everyone, it's Paige. We're back for a YouTube video today. I first want to thank DRAFTKINGS for partnering with me today for this video. I am so excited. Live golf is back. That first tournament was amazing, but as you saw, people were missing a lot of short putts. So today we're going to talk about how to make short putts under pressure. But first, let's talk about DRAFTKINGS. The RBC is coming up and I cannot wait, and I really hope you guys participate in DRAFTKINGS with me. So many really amazing prizes up for grab, 2.25 million total and a grand prize of $1 million. Here's how you play. To enter, draft 6 players from this week's tournament. So you're gonna have an assigned salary and you cannot exceed $50,000. I like Joel Damon and Gary Woodland. I think those are really solid picks. They both have been playing great. They played last week. They had a pretty good finish. So I think they're gonna have good finish at the RBC, and I think Joel Damon's going to win. You can rack up fantasy points for birdies, eagles, and finishing positions, and much, much more. The contest closes at 6 a.m. Eastern Time, June 18th, so make sure you guys get your picks in before then. New users can use my code Paige Spiranac, that is PAIGESPIRANAC, and you can enter free with your first deposit. Full scoring and rules are going to be linked down below, so go check it out. So we're going to talk about how to make a putt under pressure. We've all been in those situations where we have a 3-footer to either win the match or shoot our lowest score, and the hands get a little shaky, the knees get a little shaky, the body gets nervous, and you miss the putt. So I'm going to give you some of my helpful tips that have honestly under pressure really helped me. And I know what you're thinking, you're like, well, Paige, you haven't played competitively, or, you know, how many putts have you had under pressure? But here's the thing, guys, you guys don't know about me. I didn't hit a lot of fairways, and I definitely didn't hit a lot of greens when I was playing full-time. And so I had to rely heavily on my short game and my putting. So I had so many short putts that I had to make to either keep my score or those par savers all the time. The first thing is having a really consistent pre-shot routine. I notice when people get nervous, they either tend to speed up or they really slow down, and that's going to change your rhythm and your tempo. So practice this when you're out on a putting green. Don't just bang balls, have a deliberate pre-shot routine. So something I like to do is that I will walk around it, I'll read it from this side, I'll read it from the high side, and then I'll come down to the low side and I'll find the middle point, walk into the middle point, take a couple practice swings to kind of see how it's breaking, get the feel, step back, I'll mark it, line it up, come back behind it, deep breath, walk in, 2 practice swings, look, step in, get settled, look. Sometimes I'll look twice, just depends. Miss it. When it comes to slow play with your pre-shot routine, when I was walking around it, you can do that while other people are putting, and when you're ready to go, you've kind of done all the legwork and then you're ready to go. The next thing I really like to do is to find points that I'm having the ball roll over instead of just looking at the cup. And so, for example, this one is breaking a little bit from right to left, so I'll either find a point that I want it to roll, so I'll imagine a line and I'll visualize the line of it rolling in, almost like if it had chalk on the ball and you putted it and you would see the line that it was breaking in. I'll try to visualize that. And sometimes I'll find a point that's really close to the hole, sometimes I'll find a mark right here, or even sometimes it's a mark really close, just depending on the putt and how much it's breaking and how much it's moving. So, or kind of what calls out to me, since putting is all about feel. So right here, I see this mark here and I see that mark there. So I'm going to try to visualize the ball rolling a little inside those 2 marks. This is great because you don't just then look at the hole. This is going to help you so much when you have a breaking putt, because I feel like some people just will look at the hole and think it's a straight line, but in reality it's moving. So if you have a mark that you want it to roll over, you have a better shot making it. Cool. So I hit inside my mark, so I did exactly what I wanted to do, and it takes your mind off of making and missing it, and it focuses on the point that you want it to roll over. Another really great tip, and it's so simple that it's almost annoying. It's like, of course I need to do this, but it's really focusing in on actually doing it, is not thinking of missing it. There's so many times where I'm over the putt and I'm literally standing there and I'm thinking, okay, well, if I miss this and I make bogey, then I have to make birdie on the next hole, and then I'll have to do a par on the last hole, and then I'll shoot a 73. If I make it, then okay, then I made par, and then I have to, and your mind just starts to go crazy. At least that's what mine tends to do sometimes when I'm over a putt. Or honestly, it comes down to, I'm gonna look real stupid if I miss this really short putt. That's where your pre-shot routine and finding the spot really comes into play, because if you go through your whole pre-shot routine, you feel confident with that, and then you find your spot, there's really nothing else you can do. And so that's one of the biggest things, is being confident in your process and then standing over the ball and trusting yourself. So instead of thinking, I'm gonna miss it, I don't know what's gonna happen, you found your spot and you're like, okay, I'm gonna make this. And I made it. Lastly, you probably see the pros do this all the time. There are gonna be moments where you miss a short putt. You don't wanna be rattled. And you will see a lot of pros, let's say I missed this putt, and then they tap it down, or they'll like kind of throw their hands in the air. And although it looks funny and it's like, bro, you just missed the putt, they're actually doing that because they're saying, I didn't personally miss it, I missed it because it hit a pebble, or I missed it because there was a spike mark, or I missed it for these other reasons other than myself. And it's actually a really great tool to use that, because you want to switch your mindset around. Instead of thinking, I missed the putt, my stroke was bad, I did something wrong, it was the green's fault, or something else that threw you off. So that way you still have the confidence that you can pull the putt off. So on the next hole, when you have a 3-footer and you just missed a 3-footer before, in your mind you're thinking, I missed it because of the green, not because I'm a bad putter. One tip though, don't be that guy that's obnoxious about it. Just, if you want to tap it down, say something in your mind, but don't make a huge whole scene about it and create all these excuses. Just kind of subtly do it to yourself and say, I put a really good stroke on that, something must have happened. But you don't need to tell everyone about it or make a big scene about it. You can subtly do it, and that's kind of that inner confidence that you need to have to play great. So I hope that you guys enjoyed these tips. Your short putting is going to be better, and you can use this for really anything. This applies to off the tee, it applies to short game shots. If you have a good pre-shot routine, you find a spot on the green that you want to land it, or your target in mind, you have confidence with yourself, you know that you're good, you know you can play well, you're going to play awesome. Hopefully the guys coming up at the RBC can do that. Hoping my guy Joel Damon, since I picked him, that he can stay calm and steady and win. I'm really rooting for him, but hope you guys can participate in DraftKings with me, and don't forget to use my code Paige Spiranac. That's PAIGESPIRANAC. Link is down below, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We will be back on schedule Thursday with the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed this Tuesday video for you today.